Welcome back to a new week. Hello, how's everybody? BT back at y'all again. Basic video, simple, plain Jane routine. Um, we, I must admit, this past weekend has been one to remember for football fans, for college football fans, for baseball fans. Congratulations to the Devil Rays, by the way. I watch the Tampa Bay Rays, whichever one it is. I don't really get into baseball that much, but I did watch the end of it and all. So, big ups to them. Boston was off their game, so it is what it is. Y'all know what I'm getting prepared for. B-ball season is around the corner, and it's been more off-season action than anything. But I'm gonna spin away from that for a little bit. I'm gonna talk about, of course. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and brag. Dallas, sorry. Guess it wasn't in the cards. St. Louis of all teams. Let Steven Jackson run 3 touchdowns is just shocking. But hey, whatever. And Carolina, we did our thing. So big ups. I'm a fan, but I ain't all that serious over it. Where I'm gonna be life threatened if we won or lost, or if they won or lost. I don't win, so whatever. What I do have to talk about, however, is something that was a trend I came across over the weekend, and it involved 2 parties. I give no names, as y'all know, and I stick to that routine. A friend of mine, she had a baby shower. I was getting ready to say a birthday shower. Wouldn't even sound right. Anyway, she had a baby shower on Saturday, and we had a good time. It was nice. It was weird being the only guy there, but hey, well, another guy showed up, but they were family, and I guess I'm family in a sense too, but it's a little different. So, it's all love. It was a worthwhile experience. Got to see some folks I hadn't seen in a while, and also meet some new people, which is always a good thing. While I was there, I enjoyed myself. Made the most of it. Got a little intrigued on the man bashing bit, but it was understood why. And as I mentioned, while I was there, someone called me. Now, I didn't have their phone on my phone, and the reason why is because I really don't talk to them, because I don't know if I don't have it. If it's somebody I talk to on a regular rotation, then I keep the number and keep going. Well, didn't know this number, didn't really know the person, so I talked to them for probably about a good minute or two, and I told them, I was like, look, I'm currently busy, can I call you back? So, we party, hung, stayed out a little longer, then I left, and on the way home or whatever, I called a person back, and didn't take not even 2 seconds really to figure out who it was calling. It was an auditor. Now, I'm going to just mention the name Auditor, and you'll see why in a minute. Anyway, it was an auditor asking me a few questions just to see where I stood with things, how everything was going, how my routine was, did I need anything, how cool I was, yada, yada, yada. For some strange reason, a red flag rolled, but I didn't really take heed to it too much of it. I just kind of went along with it and kept going. And some of the questions were very immense, such as, yeah, you're supposed to be hanging out, have you reserved this, have you done that? And I'm like, not really. And I really didn't want to give like straight up answers, because you never know who's telling what to whom, point blank. So that played out last night, or Saturday night. Then last night was even more weird, or Sunday night was even more weird, because I had a family member call me, and let me tell you something, tell you the truth. Not very often do a lot of people call my cell phone, because it's just not even something that I really use like that. The people who have learned my morning schedule now know, hey, if he's at work, not to call. In the evening, hey, he might be free, he might not. But it's pretty cut and dry. Text me, or if you're really trying to talk to me, then see what's good. But I got a call last night, and it was kind of like one of those Q&A, another one of those auditors, another one of those Q&As of things that just don't really sit well, and stuff you just aren't used to answering at a certain point of the day, let alone from a certain party. Point I'm making is, and I got one other topic, but the point I'm making is with this is that Don't you find it amazing that when you don't talk to people, or when something flips, or when you just don't expect to hear from anybody, people pop up out of the woodworks? Why is that? Now, it might be just me, or it might be just how I'm looking at it, but I've really noticed that the blind throws just seem to come out of nowhere. But it's amazing. So I'm at a loss of words on how to respond or how to react to any of it, other than I talked to him for what I could, gave what answers I felt were necessary to give without giving TMI. And it, like, TMI for the auditors is different for TMI for people you got connects with. TMI for auditors is anything that ain't none of their business to begin with, down to where you live, what you got going on, where you working, whatever. And even when you try to get those answers, you don't know who's telling what to whom or what information they're recording for themselves. It's going to be a little heavy with that one. So if you ain't get that, let me know, because it's something serious that I've really caught on to. Now, my other thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to shut this one down, is last night a friend of mine introduced me to a show called Murder in Black and White. Now, I'm going to tell you something before I say anything further. And any of my viewers, black, white, whatever, can say whatever you feel about any of this. And if you leave comments, that's your choice. I don't have anything against white people at all. And I know saying that will practically say, well, yeah, you do, because you just said it. If you didn't say it, then you didn't. If you didn't say it, it's not. It must be a reason for that. But really, I have nothing against anybody of any color or of any ethnicity, background, religion, whatever. What you do, who you are, is who you are. That's who you have to represent. Who I am is who I have to represent. We get so caught up in splitting this world up in black and white because it's been done so long for us that we practically don't. No one's going to attempt to reinvent the wheel. They're trying to do that with this presidential debate, but then it's not working, because the first thing everybody's saying is, okay, people are voting for Obama because he's black. Or people are going against him because he's black. And it shouldn't be like that. If you take time and listen to what somebody has to say, you look past that. And I know looking past things are not easy, because it's just like when a guy sees a woman and a woman is heavy set, he won't look at the woman and say she has an intelligent mind, she has something going for her. He gonna see she fat and she not somebody I would talk to. And it's like we don't invest that proper time into people or into things, and it kind of affects us in the long haul. So it's just something to think about, and it's something that kind of has hit home for me, going back, looking at some of the choices that I made, some of the things I've done right, and some of the things I've done wrong. Now, I went to school, like I said, brief story, and I'm shutting it. I went to school when I was at ECPI. I went a lot. I was in school with a diverse crowd, predominantly white, but when we were in classes, I didn't see them like that. I saw them as people, and they saw me as a person, and we all were trying to learn. Everybody learns different. A lot of stuff I knew better than they did, and vice versa. So it's all about stepping back and not being caught up into what you see, but what you know, or what you think you see. Because a lot of what you think you might be looking at may not be what it actually is. And if you don't ask it, nor do you really spend time investing into learning about it, then you kind of get caught up in the wrong rapture, as I would put it. And that ties into my cap off of the infamous researching and personalities. So, if you do your research, or you look up, pick up personalities and know what you're talking about, it benefits in more ways than a few. So this video was a little boring. I know this ain't one of my most exciting, fantastic videos that I normally do, but it was something on my mind and something I felt that you all needed to know about. And I'm going to keep it real as always. We coming up on a very historical moment, in politics. And I just, 15 days. If you ain't got it yet, keep watching CNN or Fox News or MSNBC. You'll get an idea who to go for. If you're going independent, do your thing. But I'm going to go ahead and drop this one a little short. As always, y'all know how I do. Blood, sweat, and tears. Prepare for Boston to do some damage this year. Might not be a title repeat, but they're going to bring the A game. Alright, y'all take care. I'm out.